Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
What a putt, started this perfectly.
Oh, he's up, Tiger. Good putters will make these. Right on 5 feet. It's on a good line. Well, that'll avoid a number of drop shots. Well hold. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's sitting there just in 3rd place.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Justin Thomas has built a 2-stroke advantage over the field. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome looking second.
Come on, that finish line's in sight. Let's power towards it. From around 170 yards here, 5 shots off the pace.
Pretty good shot there.
Trying to get 2-3 under par with this putt.
This has a real chance.
And that brings a close to this event. Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
And as we recap the day's results, it's a big thank you to Henny for bringing us all the action today.
Luke, if the golf wasn't good, the weather was great. It was absolutely a pleasure to be able to join yourself and Rich and be out here on the golf course watching all the action and all these incredible rivalries.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Pga Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Well, it's certainly a great opportunity for this player to bounce back in this rivalry. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement that these two generate. That's a chunky lie. It's going to take all their talents to get out of this one. That was never really a comfortable shot for them, was it?
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Great touch.
If he makes this, he'll save his par. He's sharing 13th place. Here we are at the second tee. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Needs this one to kick right. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here at the second. And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Oh, nice looking putt. Fair effort that. Good birdie.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Always a tough shot to get out of.
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par.
Short-siding himself here, but no bother. They get it to go. Classy.
And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
That should find the cut stuff. From about 100 yards.
The breeze is moving left to right up there. Nothing good out on the right-hand side, Luke. This headed for trouble.
A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
And here we are with their fourth. Didn't that look good for a long time? There's part of about 6 feet coming up. Nice line. Well hold. And unfortunately dropping back to even par there.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Yeah, nicely played. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
It was on a good line. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, we could see the focus on their face when they were standing over it. Excellent concentration. The fifth hole here at Emery Beach Golf Club is a 172-yard par 3 from the back tees. Rich, your thoughts?
Luke, the water on the left-hand side really is just there for decoration. Doesn't come into play. The difficult part, though, is this green sits well above the fairway there on the left-hand side. Most players are going to be bailing out, not wanting to go in that bunker to the right, but you miss it out to the left. You got a really challenging up and down.
Well, that's beautifully judged.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Chance to get one under the card with this putt.
This is their look at birdie. Oh, that was such a good stroke.
And down it goes. And with it, he moves to 1 under par.
And Brooke Henderson currently in the lead here. And there's always the sense of a birdie in the air when we stride onto a par 5 tee.
Time for the second shot here at the 6th. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Important putt here. They make it. They're into the top 5. Might need to get the feel back on the putting green. No, that's a punish. Nothing worse than putting it off for green. Oh, how about that one? Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard.
Moments like that deserve another look.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Second shot here on the 7th. Heading towards the rough, this one.
I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there.
Looking at the caddy, a bit too much club there.
If my eyes didn't see it, I wouldn't have believed it. And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard.
Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
Yeah, they were looking at an up and down, but just down.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Okay, time to return to the action.
And it's New Zealand's Lydia Ko who leads here as we head to the next.
It's time for a one-shotter. Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Getting ready to play their third.
He's right in the hunt, just a shot off the pace.
Ooh, that almost went down. Well, that's an impressive little chip.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
This is a bogey putt coming up.
Yeah, you'll take that.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Time now to take in the 9th hole. Yeah, that one will play. Going with the 5-wood. Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. Not able to find the green in 2, but a bold play.
Blame the caddy.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Lovely moment here. Good opportunity to move into a tie for third. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And this putt coming up for his par. And down it goes. Let's head to the next.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
That's outstanding. Mark that down on the highlight reel. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Here we go, Rich. The back 9 on Sunday. What are your thoughts so far?
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out.
Henny, how's that ball lying?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the second cut.
That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Can't fault him there. This rough is nasty. No fault in missing the green.
setting up miles from the hole.
Looking really good.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
I think they gave that one too much respect. They didn't want to hit it too hard and go racing past the hole.
This hole is a par 3. Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
I don't know if they meant to do that.
Well, at least it's on the green. That's the positive.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Wow, was that a rush of blood or something? Oh dear, time to get the chipper back out. How close was that to going down?
Oh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot.
Such soft hands.
Putting for bogey. Ooh, nice line. A bit long on that one. 4 feet to the cup. Not a bad line, this.
That gets the job done.
Sitting at 1 over for the day.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
Here we are, Rich, on the 12th tee at Emery Beach. And this par 5 is at 550 from the back tees.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it, but the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up and down birdie.
Opting for the 5 wood.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased.
Trying to get to 1 under here with this putt.
If this putt drops, they'll pull in front of Colin Morikawa. Let's see if they can start applying some pressure.
Oh, get in. Almost snatched the eagle there. That would have been huge.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Oh my, how about that for a par?
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. Second shot here on the 13th. Chosen the pitching wedge here. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Lovely touch. Well played.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Solid par putt, that.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Oh, just missed. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf, the long par 4. Nicely done. From around 180 yards out. 5 shots off the lead. And here we are with the third shot. 5 strokes behind our leader.
Putting for a par now.
And with that, he'll stay right there at even par.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Could roll into the rough on this one. Found the sand just off the fairway here. Let's see what they can do.
Well, that was a good strike. Didn't that look good for a long time?
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet. This is what they have left for a par.
This one's tracking. Ah, that's frustrating.
And this one will be for bogey.
And with that putt, 1 over, heading to the final few holes. And the cart path is not always a bad place to be. Just pick the ball clean. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead.
And now stepping onto this par 3 hole.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
But not a bad approach. He'll be putting.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
Setting up here with a very long putt. Okay, steady now. This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make.
Looking better.
Now 7 shots behind after that. Emery Beach Golf Club is another one of these courses, Rich, that has a short par 4 at 17th.
It does. As you can see, massive bunker down the left-hand side. So players really want to bail out to the right and leave themselves with just a nice, short little pitch shot. Only the brave and the longest are really going to want to challenge this green. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Getting ready to play their third. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? A 7-footer right here.
This putt to try and save their par.
It's got a chance. Oh, so close. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
Looking good so far.
And that'll be a bogey for them on this hole. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Let's take a look at Colin Morikawa. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. All right, one more hole to go. The 18th. Opting for the 5-iron. Exit, stays left even. That ball looked a little thirsty. Sitting at 2 over for the day. This is their 5th shot. A touch of class if you don't mind. A great way to close out the day with a little chip in.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
Well, Rich, I think it's fair to say that this player struggled with their game this week.
Hard to see anything positive they took away from this tournament, Luke. It was just a treacherous performance all around.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. Pga Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this featured group's play this week. It's going to be fire, let me tell you. There seems to be quite the rivalry starting between these two players.
Yes, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one if you can win will certainly build your confidence. But take us through the approach shot. It's not easy to run the ball onto the green.
It's not. Your approach shot has to come in high and soft with a lot of spin, as there's just not much depth to this green. Not much movement either, fairly flat, although there is a ridge that bisects this green in two. You want to make sure that you're on the correct side of that ridge to have a good opportunity to make the putt.
That was a gallant attempt. Well, that's a bit disappointing. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
The second hole is a long par 3 of typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
Tracking, just didn't drop. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
Get excited. This could go in.
Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. He's currently tied for 13th. Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
It's fair to say that wasn't their best shot.
And coming up well short.
Ooh, that almost went down. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Putting for par.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Birdied their last hole.
Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
She's got a nice look at par here.
So no movement there. He stays at even with the card. The first of the par fives, Rich, the fourth hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par five, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in two.
A spot in the top five on the line here.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
That's inside the range.
A putt for a place in the top 10.
Well hold. Let's move on. And that will take him to 1 under. He's currently tied for 6th. The 5th at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards, Ridge. Placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
That got caught up in a few of the branches. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
How close was that to going down? He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it.
You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's got some work to do. She's 2 strokes behind so far.
And JT is currently our leader. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th, Rich. A lot of players are thinking birdie might or even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
I tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game, a bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
This putt for top spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. Looks to have misjudged the speed of that one. Sitting at 1 under. Currently tied for 8th place. Well played. And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
And he's hit that inside the range.
And this putt for a share of the lead. Oh, this looks pure. Ooh, right by the hole. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400+ attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber is pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Well struck. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd.
This is, oh yeah.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's got momentum now, just birdied the last hole.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
And now at 3 under overall. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front 9, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in 2. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front 9, and one they have to find the fairway with.
Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke. Come on, don't be shy.
That's disappointing. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
He's got this for his part.
Yeah, good putt. Well hold.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands.
Colin Morikawa doing what he does best. He's leading this tournament as we head to the next hole.
As we step into the second 9 here, Rich, and the short par 4 10th.
Players have looked at this hole differently over the years. It used to be just a layup shy of that bunker down the right-hand side. But with a favorable wind, we're seeing a lot more players take out driver and take it over that bunker, leaving a very short second to a green that is slightly elevated. This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
Well, that's well played and sets up a good birdie look here at the 10th. And a chance to move into a tie for second here. And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 third, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
That's going to find the water, sadly.
And he's down there.
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
One of the rare misses for this player today, Luke. They've been hitting a lot of greens today.
Wow, that almost went in the hole.
Time to make a putt here. This one's for double.
Yep, tracking nicely.
Nice little putt to hole, that one.
Currently a couple under for the event.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
That's a big drive. Second shot here on the 12th. Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Ooh, yeah, this one's headed right.
And here we are with the 3rd shot.
He's 2 shots back.
And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd place.
Starting to look really good.
Oh, that's a sensational putt to make. And what about the glimpse they just gave their rival? Come and catch me now. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side, open up the angle for your second shot, and it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple.
And taking aim from around 100 yards here. Just 2 shots behind.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. But not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt.
This is what they have left for birdie here. I can't believe this. Is this going to go in?
Well done. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par.
Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
And back to the course with the live action. And another of the uphill par threes, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
That's some good golf right there. And this putt will take them to 5 under.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Go on, get in the hole. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And with that, they'll move to 5 under par.
Checking the standings now, and they're currently tied for first with multiple major champion Colin Morikawa.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
That's brilliant out of the sand. Let's return to live play now. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
That one should find the surface.
That's just inside the range. Trying to get to 6 under now with this putt.
This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card.
One ahead with 4 to go. Can they settle their nerves?
Now leading by 1 shot.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Well, one of the great parts of the finish here of Bay Hills Club and Lodge, Rich, is the fluctuations in scoring, and it all starts here at the par 5 16th.
Luke, you got to take advantage of this par 5. It's just over 500 yards. Find the fairway. Don't flirt with either of those bunkers out there. Second shot should be with a middle to long iron to a green that's surrounded by water on the left and bunkers on the right. But still, it's a great opportunity to make 4 or better.
He hit that pretty loose. Yep, that's a water ball. Playing this shot from about 170 yards out.
Currently in the lead by a shot.
This one could take a little bounce to the left. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt. And this one is for his par. Just hammered that through the line. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
This will be a good bogey.
Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard.
He's currently in a share of top spot The par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. Looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. Ouch, that hurts. That'll sting a bit. Par putt coming up here. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Currently 5 under overall. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
Get this putt to drop, and he'll win the event here.
Oh yeah, this is track.
Oh, size them up for the red cardigan that Arnold Palmer made famous. You are the Arnold Palmer Invitational Champion. Congratulations.
And what a week it was. A fantastic victory. Sensational victory on arguably one of the tour's hardest golf courses. Way to go. Great win.
And as we recap all our rivalry results, it's a big thank you to our gal on the ground, Henny Koyak, for bringing us all the action from this group today.
Thank you, Luke. The pleasure was all mine. I got to see some incredible shots and some not so good stuff, but what a day.